So, time for the next episode, and this time, yeah, as you've seen, the windows are in. That's a big step ahead, and the next thing to do, prepare the seats. As you can see behind me, it's the original interior, and it's quite worn down, not matching colors even, and the seats, even though one is particularly like new, the driver's seat, like usually, has some wear and tear. So, this is next. Finally, seats are in, and this time the seats are not already done, but I'm supposed to do it myself. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm going to redress the seats and all the door panels and everything, and the color I'm choosing this time is this coffee brown, and I think it will match perfectly with the black floor mats and the the wood. I will have a wood steering wheel, Alpina wooden knob for the gear shift, and this is the color. It's maybe not showing as perfect as it should, but we will have a better picture from it soon. So the first step is to undress the seats, disassemble, clean, lubricate, and do everything about it, and replace the gas cylinders and everything inside, so the seats get a little bit like a distinct lift and tilt. So yeah, that's gonna be done in the next few minutes. Neck rests or headrests, and rear seat, front seats, side cushions, shift boot, rear seat bottom part, and this is the back part. We have some extra material here for the shelf, the rear shelf, some extra foam. Another set of extra foam, some cushion foam which you put underneath to make the impression when you sit on it a lot softer. This is all the parts, and I think to not making too hard for myself, I'm gonna start with the rear seat and take it from there. I think that's the best way to start this experience. So let's see how it ends. So now I attach this first. You can see it's like a pipe-shaped elastic band which you attach to the seat with this metal bar. So you slide it through and lock it down to the seat. And yeah, it's really tricky and it's really delicate. So yeah, it takes a while. So I'll just fast forward the procedure. So working the way from the middle and out, tightening up so you get the stretch you like. Okay, I think it looks quite good. To be honest, very good. I'm more than pleased. And everything will sit as you use the seat, of course. So I'm gonna lock the rear, and then the seat part of the rear, yeah, the cushion of the rear seat is done. And we can continue with the rear backrest. So the rear shelf is more or less done. Really happy with the outcome. I had like a 5mm foam underneath here, so you can see it's a little bit like a cushion. So when I made a respray for the grommets here for the neck rests, and the speaker came in, everything is connected. Yeah, I think it turned out well. So I'll continue with the door panels and the rear seat to make everything ready for installation. Time for the door cards, and as you can see, I have here the blue one, the Pacific blue I guess it's called, this interior, correct me if I'm wrong, with the blue frame, the blue textile down here, and it's also of course this fishbone pattern on the door. So I'm gonna, first of all, I need to use a black frame. Since I have the black interior now, the black carpet and the back consoles, I need to have the black frame with the black textile. So I'm gonna remove this wooden frame of this board that this is glued back on. I remove this from the blue one, rip off the blue textile, and then I use the same brown material on that surface and then reattach the black frame above it. So I have the black frame with the brown interior, and later on there is also a stitched brown handle to close the door with. So this is the rear door. So I'm just gonna go straight to it and see if I can manage to do this as well. So, rear seat in the car, finished. I'm quite happy with the outcome, even though it's my first attempt for myself. Now it's time for the front seats. I'm starting with the driver's seat because it's the most worn out. You can see, yeah, this one comes off, missing a bolt or something down here. And yeah, need some straightening out from the frame because this side always get the load when you enter and they exit the car. So this one bends out, so we need to reattach the frame and see if we need some welding or something inside. Apart from that, it's a lot of things to take apart, and we need to replace the gas pressure cylinders as well. As you see, it falls back. It should be lifting itself up with the help of a gas spring in the rear. Same thing with the height adjustments. We need to remove and replace the two gas springs for that movement as well. Talking about the gas springs, I ordered 8 gas springs for the seat, 2 for the backrest and 2 for the lifting function of the height adjustments. So it's for 2 seats, it's 8 pieces of cylinders. And when I picked up the package from the post office, I was quite surprised because I know this isn't any big parts. And when you open the box, you find this kind of package. In my opinion, it could be almost half the size. And when you take out the cylinder, they are like this. So basically, yeah, you can see for yourself. This is not so much if we're talking about saving the environment for shipping and everything. So yeah, anyway, now they're here. Another fun thing I didn't realize before, but on the back side of this package, you can see the difference in size. On the back side here, there is a label where they say, "We do not pack air, but quality." Yeah, and there's like a green plant. Nice. Okay, as you can see, this is the bottom frame, and this is the supports for the leg supports on the sides of the seat. And as I said before, they are welded to the frame over here. So there is a weld to the frame, making sure this has a good support. But on the exit side, where you always exit the car, it's really common. You see this. The weld has broken off and the support is bent outwards. So this is something we need to pay attention to. So we're gonna straighten this out to have the same angle as on the other side, and weld the frame so it's stuck here to the bottom rail. And you can see that somebody over the years has made an attempt to repair this with some steel wire. It's not done the job. Of course, it's been keeping it in place, but not more than that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna weld this one and straighten it up so you have the same support as on the other side, and that way we won't have to struggle with any fitments or that the seat looks weird afterwards. And a good news is that the foam, both of the foams were very nice in condition. If the seat is so worn out that the textile is broken and you have exposed foam, you will start wearing out the foam as well. So repair the seats in time so you don't wear out the foam, because this is no more available to buy and you need to manufacture by yourself to get the right shape and everything. It's quite tricky. And also the parts from the seat, there is some parts maybe useful for somebody else if they need to repair a seat like this. And you can see what kind of seat it is. It's a fishbone pattern textile, and this one is no fish bones, but the seat looks like this, so this goes with that. Okay, so next up is to repair the seat frame. So finally the end result needs to be inspected, and if we take a look, yeah, watch it. I think the color combination is amazing. We need to dye everything up and put some like refurbish to the black panels and everything, but I mean the handles stitched and everything looks great together with the stitch dash, so that will do very nice in combination. The seats, I'm quite happy with it. It's my first time I did it myself. However, the upholstery was made, of course, by Kestas on Restaauto, and I will send the link, put the link in the description. And the color combination, yet again, the brown towards the black, I think it makes everything pop. Same with the rear seat, rear doors, same stitching and everything. And yeah, I think it turns out very well. It needs to do some work to the headliner and everything, but that's coming up next. And also the rear shelf is also dressed up with foam and this vinyl leather. So everything is fine. I think we can see from the outside as well. Yeah. Well, I'm quite happy with it. So for this time being, I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna do some work now to the instrument cluster, and the steering will be replaced. The gearbox will come in as well, and we will have a gear shift knob pointing upwards in that place. So yeah. All right, so finally the upholstery is done, as you can see, and we have well, most of the details interior wise prepared for the next step, and we will do some adjustments, some freshen up and stuff like that. And then we have the engine, the gearbox and everything like that, and the drive train underneath. So I guess in the next few episodes that will be all what it's about, exhaust system and so on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And yet again, if you need something like this, or upholstery wise, I will put the link to where I purchased this stuff, to the Restaauto place. He's very skilled when it comes to the BMW interior with the stitching and the OEM look. And I think that's really important when you do a classic car, not to change anything, just go back to what it was. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Make sure I know what you think, and until we meet again, I wish you all a nice summer. Hope the weather will be great, and then see you soon.